The Israel-Hamas war has reached a grim milestone of 100 days on Sunday.
Right, with more civilian deaths in Gaza and relatives of dozens of hostages still awaiting their freedom, the war is now being termed as the longest, bloodiest and most destructive conflict between the two territories.
And in the latest, Hamas aired a video of 3 Israeli hostages who are currently being held in the Gaza Strip. The militant group urged the Israeli government to pause the offensive in Gaza. It also said that the fate of these hostages will be decided soon.
Further, as Israeli forces shelled Gaza earlier on Sunday, Hamas also announced that it had lost communication with some of the hostages and that they may have been killed in the process. It also threatened to kill other hostages in response to the Israeli military actions.
Moreover, Israeli officials have refrained from answering Hamas's public statements regarding the hostages and calling them as tactics of psychological warfare. However, Israel has also stated that it is taking safety measures and is aware of the threats its attacks are posing to the hostages.
Now, massive protests broke out all over the world to mark the 100-day anniversary. A large number of the residents of Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, London, Rome, Tehran, Washington, D.C., Seattle, many other global cities are up in arms demanding a ceasefire. Families and friends of several hostages took to the streets protesting the unknown fate of their loved ones.
And we want to bring them home.
And when each of us sees the pictures of the children, women, men, Holocaust survivors who are being held hostage there, it is clear that we must do everything we can to bring them back home. It is really important because time is running away from us.
Keith and myself were moved to 13 locations. At one time, we moved to a dark and scary tunnel. We could not see the way. After walking for quite some time, we arrived at a tiny space. The terrorists left us there alone because there was not enough oxygen. They told us, if you need something, shout.
On the other hand, casualties were reported on the Israel-Lebanon border. The Israeli army on Sunday had published videos which it claims show strikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. The video was released a few hours after a 76-year-old woman and a son were killed in a northern Israeli town by a guided missile fired from Lebanon. The IDF had earlier claimed to have killed 4 militants attempting to enter Israel from Lebanon with heavy weapons.
Now, despite all this, Israeli cabinet ministers started what is anticipated to be an extended meeting, and that's to approve a revised 2024 budget, a budget that would take into account a significant increase in spending to fund the nation's conflict with Hamas. Israel passed a 2-year budget for 2023 and 2024 last year, but according to the government, revisions to the budget and increased spending are needed because the nation's finances have been shaky due to the ongoing war. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.